A lot of my subscribers will know that I love cooking, I love food, and I've shared that with you on my community page. And these are just some of the things that I've made and eaten during the pandemic. So I really love steak. Steak is one of my favorite quick meals. You just make it, add some butter. You can serve it with a variety of sides. I love steak. But food prices have gone up so much during the pandemic, and particularly at this time, that steak is not something that I'm going to be buying a lot anymore. Even though I can get steak at reasonable prices at a lot of places, I just find that food prices have gone up way too much, and I'm better off getting sausages. I make bangers and mash. That's one of my most favorite inexpensive meals. It's an English dish. It's sausages, mashed potatoes with onion and gravy. I love it. Absolutely delicious. During the pandemic, I baked. I made a lot of cakes. Made a lot of pastries. And one of the things I'd like to make from now and then is bread. If you've got flour, which is always inexpensive, you can make so many different things with flour, with eggs, with milk. If you've got dairy and flour, I found that you can just make a variety of different foods that are inexpensive, delicious, that will last for a long time. So some of the few things you can make when you've got eggs, milk, butter, flour, you can make pancakes, you can make muffins, you can make bread, you can make all kinds of cakes, tortillas, so many different things you can make when you've just got a few inexpensive items of dairy and you've got flour. So that's one of the things that I always try and stock up on. And during the pandemic, trying to get the flour that I wanted was virtually impossible. I would go to the supermarket and find that the shelves were empty of flour. It would drive me absolutely nuts. I always have pasta and rice, either one of the two. They're both inexpensive. You can make a variety of meals out of either of them. With pasta, which I think is always good to have in your pantry, particularly in a pandemic. Pasta will save you so many times. I cook pasta with shrimp, as you can see in the photo, lobster, which I won't be buying for a very long time because it's just too expensive. Chicken, I make Alfredo with chicken, tomatoes. You can serve pasta with so many different things. I always have pasta. I'm never out of pasta. The pasta that I usually get is spaghetti. I also love orzo, macaroni to make macaroni and cheese. I always have at least one item of pasta in my pantry, and the one that I usually have is spaghetti. Spaghetti is a fantastic pasta, and you can eat it with so many different things. It's dirt cheap, has a long shelf life, and it's just amazing. One of the things that I eat on a weekly basis is salad, and I love Caesar salad. It's one of my favorite things to eat. I buy it as a convenience food, and I eat some form of salad on a weekly basis on a regular. Salad is just something that my body needs. The other thing my body needs is soup. And soup is one of these things that is inexpensive. You get a chicken, you save the bones in your freezer, and you can make any type of soup. One of the soups that I love to make most is matzo ball soup or some form of dumpling soup. Like, again, you make dumplings with what? Flour. And easy peasy. You always have a meal if you have flour. You always can make all types of different soups. If you buy chicken, you save the carcass, and you can make all kinds of stocks and broths. I have found shopping in the pandemic an absolute nightmare. For the past few weeks, I haven't been able to get any milk. I buy whole milk, long life milk that's I can put away, that's gonna last me for a long time, that is not gonna spoil as soon as I open it. Haven't been able to get whole milk for weeks. I've given up on restaurants and takeaways and stuff like that. I've become so afraid of germs since COVID. I never was afraid of germs, and now my fear of germs is affecting me in so many different ways. I've had problems sleeping. and I'm just obsessed with germs. I'm washing my hands. I've got these hand sanitizers that I'm constantly using. COVID has basically made me more paranoid and anxious about certain things, and I already suffer from anxiety. But COVID, when it comes to COVID, I just have this real issue with germs. But as I was saying, I no longer eat out. I used to eat out at a Chinese restaurant um, regularly because I love Chinese food. Chinese food is my favorite. And I'm somebody who really loves the restaurant experience. Napkins, knives and forks, someone, serving me a nice meal. I am a foodie. So I mean, my cousin in America, she used to take me out to the nicest restaurants, and I do love eating out. After COVID, or since COVID, I haven't wanted to eat out. I don't think I'll be eating out at any restaurant ever again, unless it's at Wolfgang Puck's restaurant, or somebody. It would have to be somebody like that. I just absolutely terrified of germs, and it is so much cheaper to cook for yourself, stock up, and make your own meals. One of my subscribers accuses me of showing off with my food. You're just showing off. She's hilarious, and I love her to bits. I want to tell you some of the food channels or food and lifestyle channels that I go to, or that I visit regularly on YouTube. Channels that I really love, and I'm not just going to name the popular ones that everyone knows. One of my favorite channels on YouTube is Downshiftology. The woman's name is Lisa Bryan. Her channel is amazing. The only bad thing about her channel is that she does not upload regularly enough. But she is sort of like a minimalist, and she kind of had to change her eating habits because she was diagnosed with a lot of things, and she couldn't eat certain things. So she basically has a gluten-free diet. Her channel is wonderful. She presents her content amazingly, and I've been hooked on her channel ever since I discovered it. It's absolutely amazing. I discovered her channel through searching for what I eat in a day videos, and her I would suggest that you go and visit her channel because it's absolutely amazing. Another food channel that I love on YouTube is Marianne's Kitchen. Marianne is half Thai and half Australian. Her videos are absolutely amazing. The way she presents her content, the high quality content and videos that she puts out, and she puts out videos regularly as well. Her channel is absolutely amazing. I've been watching Laura Vitale for years, but there's another Greek woman called, there's another Greek cooking channel. I know that Laura is Italian, but there's a Greek cooking channel called Dimitri's Dishes. And I remember when her channel was just a very small channel. Her channel has grown. Her content is fantastic. Greek food, and she doesn't only do Greek food, but she specializes in Greek food because she's Greek. Greek food doesn't get enough attention as far as I'm concerned. I remember Gordon Ramsay winding up one of his chefs of his Italian buddies saying that Greek food is better than Italian food, and the Italian guy went berserk. I don't think any nationality of food is better than any other. I have my preferences, but I think all food is wonderful. And I love English food. I love Italian food. I love Greek food. I love Asian food, Chinese being my favorite. I love Jamaican food. I'm Jamaican, so that's very natural. I love American food. There are channels that I go on and I watch people meal prep and budget. There's another channel called Rainbow Plant Life. She's a vegan. Her videos are absolutely wonderful. And I just found this keto site. It's called Keto Focus, where this girl does demonstrations of meal prepping, and her channel is absolutely wonderful. So I do get a lot of online inspiration, but shopping is something that I absolutely hate. I don't like any type of shopping. I don't like food shopping. I don't like clothes shopping. I don't think I've been to, clothes shopping for years. But, being able to know how to budget, know what to spend money on, know what to save on I think is very important in this pandemic. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret, and I'm trying not to laugh. when I go to the supermarket, I look like I've just stepped off a film set of Star Trek. I just bundle up anything old clothes that I can find, put a hood on my head, put my mask on. I look worse than Darth Vader. And I'm usually very moody if I can't get what I want. The specific items, the manager in my local supermarket knows who I am. And when I say, can I speak to the manager? Everyone knows what time it is. I've had a few meltdowns in that supermarket. I'm just screaming and yelling and saying, why haven't you got this item? I've been here 3 weeks on the trot and you still haven't got whole milk. So I have real meltdowns and a real strop fest when I can't find the item that I want. I just thought I'd share that with you.